icons are falling left and right, and we're just
I'm not going to
getting all of this.
suicide.
And then I wanted to add one more thing,
But
just that I might be getting gang stalked at this very moment, Dr. Karlstrom. I am sitting here feeling overheated. I feel like I'm being microwaved from the inside out. I can't seem to stop yawning, and my eyes are just tearing up, and I have no cause for this unless maybe it's a weed allergy. But the more we talk, the worse I'm feeling.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm a soldier in this. I'll take it. But man, I felt that a lot in Austin, Texas, when I was doing the shows early on, and I would sit there while I was doing a show and suddenly feel as if I was being microwaved and start to just pour sweat and feel just microwaved is the only way I could ever describe it.
Well, all I can say is I have felt the same thing. I've done a lot of interviews that I've posted on my website. And in interviews I've done on the Kev Baker show in particular, on the one I did on 9/11 last year, oh boy, I could hardly talk. I was down to 1/20th of my strength. My mind could barely function, and my voice was as weak as a kitten. And that show's on there. People can listen to it. And, I think I was coherent, but I didn't say what I was not nearly as coherent and as strong as I normally am. And on a number of the interviews that I've done with Ramola D, we've now got a series called Global Gestapo. You can see my face turn just almost beet red. And I feel flushed, and it's and of course then our computers are often hacked and interfered with at the same time. So you have this cyber stalking, cyber hacking, microwaving going on. I've been microwaved and assaulted in my home, knocked off my feet, made sick for a month, made weak as a kitten, so I had to crawl to the bathroom for a month. So yeah, these technologies are out there. Going back to your comment about suicide, we had a very, very bright young man in our little tiny community of Crestone, Colorado, 1,500 people. He was going to be the valedictorian at the local high school. He committed suicide, and this unfortunately is the goal of Gog's new Gestapo, is to drive people over the edge incrementally over time. They profile you, they find out your psychology, they find out your friends, they try to isolate you, they deprive you of all human support. They do these psychological operations against you. They give you negative messages all the time, that you're worthless, et cetera, et cetera. They ramp it up with the gang stalking, and then they ramp it up some more with electronic weapons, and then they're always monitoring this. And we can talk about how it's done. I mean, I think it's pretty well known now. They're using military technology like C4ISR, which all the service branches use, which stands for Command, Control, Computers, Communication, Intelligence, Surveillance, and Reconnaissance. This is how they coordinate these operations. Using the street stalkers, which are criminals using their little iPhones to obey orders and get maybe some money out of this, and then using the special forces operations guys, ex-military, ex-police, who are out there, coordinating things, and then also the individual will often be hooked up through these satellites and supercomputers to the CIA and DIA hive mind teams, who are neuroscientists being paid to map your brain. And we can talk about that too. You are a non-consensual human experimentee. You're being tested. You're testing military hardware. They're testing military hardware on you. They're testing their targeting system. They're perfecting their secret army, which is being built up in the process. And they have the neuroscience and technology industry is $175 billion a year industry, according to Dr. James Giordano, who gave a lecture at Lawrence Livermore Lab in 2017 that I've transcribed.
I wonder in Australia how much.
And he lays it out. Basically, it's a confession. We're doing this, and we need viable targets. And here's how we select them. And here's what we use them for. I mean, this is all coming out. A guy named C.J. Grisham, who is, special ops guy, counterintelligence ex-army guy, did a short video where he describes what's going on in Texas and how he, his group and how he would have operated to neutralize targets and groups. I also transcribed that. So this is a multi-tiered system. So we get back to Dr. Ronnie Kilda's statement. This is the United States' most important program, and we have enlisted virtually the entire society. We've criminalized the entire society because gang stalking is a felony in every state, and of course it's a violation of an individual's constitutionally guaranteed rights. So it's actually treason. It's not only a felony, it's treason. And if that felony, if the individual, the target, commits suicide, well, all those people who harassed that individual, leading him or her up to suicide, are guilty of murder. So, we have criminalized the society. We have satanized the society because this program is so evil. So, we've got to exercise this. We've got to expose this and exercise it. Because like you say, suicide rate is off the chart. Good people are committing suicide for, no good reason. They're being harassed. And of course, some of those people are going to, go over the edge and lash out and, commit a murder or several. And they will become, the next shooter at somewhere, So this fuels the whole false flag terrorist operation. Because some of these people are going to go over the edge and start killing others, like Myron May and Aaron Alexis. And
Myron May, yeah.
But the guy who shot up the Navy
He was
Yard,
a TI mind
he
control
had a rifle
victim.
carved on that. This is my ELF weapon. So people are understanding what's happening, but they are still driven to the edge sometimes, and they go overboard. They kill themselves. They kill others. They commit
I'm not gonna kill
antisocial act.
anyone, and I will not
They
kill
complain
myself.
of hearing voices and being
That's for
followed
sure.
by 100 people, and they go to the police or they go to a psychologist, and the psychologist looks at the Statistical and Diagnostic Manual number 4, DSM. He's hearing voices. Well, he's schizophrenic. He's delusional. He's got 100
those
people following. He
psychologists,
thinks, well, he's schizophrenic,
bloody
delusional. Better
RN
lock him up.
registered
So we
nurse,
institutionalize this
criminals,
person, just like they did
psychology
back in the
majors,
Soviet Union. This is called the psychiatric reprisal.
bloody
So now you take the political
medical
enemies of the state, you
interval.
target them with these technologies, and you get them classified as crazy. You get them locked up, or you get them locked up in the police station. If you're a targeted individual, do not go to the police. Do not go to a psychiatrist or a psychologist
They
because
already
they are
incarcerated
waiting
me
there
twice
to
illegally.
lock you up. That's the program. That's how pernicious the program is. This is a way of taking out people, taking people out, taking good people out.
I'm not